makosana pajato tinabwera ndi nkhani yokhuzana ndi chikalata chimene chinachunidwa chimaoneka kuti chinachunidwa ku chipani cha Congress Party ndekuno chimakhaso chikuzungulira masamba mchezomo ndi chikalata chimenecho chimazakamba zona kuti a Justice Minister analemba kalata mwakachetechete kulembera mtsogoleri wa dziko apita munthalika ukauza zona kuti kusachitike fresh inquiry chifukwa chonoti chinachonse chinali bwinobwino kafukufuku amene achitidwa ndi makosana a chipani cha Congress Party nthawi imeneja chinachonse chinali bwinobwino chimapanganso ataki a Shadrack Namulomba pa nkhani imeneyo yonena kuti anauza mtundu wa Malawi zotino aboma apanga zotheka chinachonse nchani ndeno officially aboma ndekutino kuzera kwa amene a Justice Minister a Charles Muhango afotokoza ku parliament kuuza mtundu wa Malawi kunena zona kuti kukubweranso fresh inquiry yokhuza ndi kafukufuku ndi gameno chatate ntuneko zimene ayankhula amene wake nako tipizeni nkhani.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can I be heard now? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. First of all, allow me to thank the honorable member for Mwanza Central, and now that I've been informed that the member for, is it Lilongwe, Mpenu, asked a similar question, let me thank Honorable First Deputy Speaker, sir, the two honorable members for their question. The question that I had on notice was from the member for Mwanza Central, and indeed it is a question on a matter of significant national interest. The honorable members asked my ministry to present a progress report, or indeed the status of what was termed as the Chikangawa plane crash that was referred to my ministry by His Excellency, the State President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, allow me, because of the importance of the question that I'm going to answer, to give a very brief background to this matter. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, on 10th June 2024, a domestic flight of a military aircraft called the Donia 228/202 with a call sign AF88M, called Malawi 2 because it was carrying the first vice president, departed Kamuzu International Airport in Lilongwe, Malawi, to Mzuzu Airport in the north. On board the aircraft, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, were 6 passengers, including the Right Honorable Dr. Saros Republic of Malawi, and 3 crew members. The aircraft, unfortunately, did not reach Mzuzu Airport as it crashed at Ntungwa Hill in the Chikangawa Forest in Katabe district, killing all passengers and crew on board. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the deceased passengers on board that aircraft were the late Dr. Saulos Klaus Chilima, Vice President of the Republic of Malawi, the late Her Excellency Madam Patricia Shaniru Zimbiri Muluzi, former First Lady and the advisor in the Office of the Vice President, late Mr. Abdul Kingston Lapukeni, the Deputy Chief of Protocol in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Assistant Commissioner of Police, late Lucas Kapeni, the Vice President's Guard Commander, the late Inspector Chisomo Chimameni, the late Vice President's Aided Camp, and the late Mr. Daniel Friday Kanyemba, the late Vice President's Medical Officer. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the deceased crew members, for record purposes, comprise the following: the late Colonel Owen Louis Sambalopa, pilot in command of that aircraft; the late Major Flores Rex Selemani, co-pilot and first officer; and the late Major Wallace Jordan Aidin, the flight engineer. The crew members were all service members of Major Flores Rex Selemani, co-pilot and first officer, and the late Major Wallace Jordan Aidin, the flight engineer. The crew members were all service members of the Malawi Air Force, one of the 4 specialized services of the Malawi Defense Force, the MDF. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, after 10th June 2024, it took 4 months after that tragic aircraft accident for the former president of Malawi, Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera, to exercise his powers under Section 2.1 of the Commission of Inquiry Act to appoint a commission of inquiry, which he did on 25th October 2025 to inquire into this air crash accident. The former president, in appointing that commission of inquiry, gave the commission of inquiry up to 30th November 2024 to conclude the inquiry and submit its report to the president. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, prior to appointing the commission of inquiry, this august House should know that the Malawi government had also requested the Federal Republic of Germany to assist in the investigation into this aircraft accident, and the Federal Republic of Germany sent the BFU to investigate the aircraft accident. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the Commission of Inquiry submitted its report on 14th December 2024. Again, the BFU submitted 2 reports, an interim report and a final investigation report. I'm saying these things for the reason that I'm going to give you later on. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, on 16 September 2025, Malawi conducted tripartite elections in which His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika and the Democratic Progressive Party won the election with a resounding win. On or about 4th October 2025, His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, President of the Republic of Malawi, made his first national address and informed the nation that once he appoints the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, that minister should review the reports of the investigations into the tragic aircraft accident which happened on 10th June 2024 and make recommendations to His Excellency the President. Fortunately, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, that Minister of Justice is myself. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I am pleased to report to this august House that I duly, as your Minister of Justice, reviewed all the reports of the investigations into the aircraft accident which happened on 10th June 2024 at Ntungwa in Chikangawa in Nkata Bay District. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, my review of the reports revealed several gaps in the investigations and findings about this particular accident. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I wish to inform the august House that the interim report by the BFU was published before conclusion of the investigations by the BFU. As such, that interim report was not conclusive on the cause of that accident. In particular, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the interim investigation report by the BFU was not conclusive on the cause of the aircraft accident on 10th June 2024. More particularly, the interim report by the BFU did not attribute the air crash accident to bad weather, because at the time of publication of that interim report, the BFU had not received the expert opinion from the German Meteorological Services, which the BFU had asked to compile the meteorological expert report opinion concerning the weather conditions along the flight path, and in particular, in the area of the accident site. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, my review also revealed that the terms of reference of the Commission of Inquiry were unduly narrow, particularly with respect to the scope of the inquiry and also to the limited time frame which His Excellency the former President gave to the Commission of Inquiry to release their findings. Furthermore, the integrity of the Commission of Inquiry was negatively impacted by resignations of 2 commissioners during the course of the investigations. In particular, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, one of the commissioners resigned after serving the commission for more than 3 weeks, up to 21st November 2024. The commission did not give details of the circumstances of these 2 resignations. These resignations are significant and, in my opinion, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, affected the integrity and impartiality of the inquiry. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the Commission of Inquiry also reported that some witnesses who had been summoned declined to testify before the Commission. The Commission reported that 3 witnesses who had been summoned did not appear before the Commission of Inquiry, namely, one spouse of one of the deceased members of the crew, Pastor Abraham Kandawire, and one Dr. Charles Zamarara, an observer pathologist to one of the autopsies, who was also invited to testify to the Commission, but he declined. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the Commission also reported very poor response from the general public on the call for information that the Commission widely publicized in all media channels. The Commission reported that less than 5 people showed interest to testify, and only 2 were heard by the Commission, as the rest of the people who showed interest to testify grew, and I'm quoting from the report, grew cold feet and never responded, end of quote, to the Commission's follow-ups on their proposed testimonies. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the above factors, in my opinion, clearly show that the Commission of Inquiry operated in an environment in which witnesses were constrained for fear of possible political reprisals. This greatly affected the integrity of the results of the Commission of Inquiry. On the other hand, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, in several aspects, the final investigation report by the BFU relied heavily on the evidence and conclusions drawn from the Commission of Inquiry, whose integrity I found to be wanting. More particularly, the BFU attributed the cause of the accident to weather conditions on the strength of the evidence and findings in the Commission of Inquiry report. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, in view of the totality of these factors and other factors, I held the view that investigations into the accident failed to provide conclusions and final closure to the aircraft accident, which happened on 10th June 2024. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, it is for these reasons that I, as Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, recommended to His Excellency the State President that it was necessary to carry out a fresh inquiry or investigation into the accident of 10th June 2024. At this juncture, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me put it on record that a document which was circulating from yesterday on social media purporting to come from my office is a fake document. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I wish to report that this August House has pleased to direct that indeed a fresh inquiry and investigation should be carried out into the accident that took place on 10th June 2024. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I have the honor to report and inform this August House that Section 56, subsection 6 of the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi vests the power in this Parliament to establish any committee of its members for the performance of the functions of this Parliament. Furthermore, Section 60, subsection 3 of the Constitution gives the Parliament the power to conduct investigation on any matter. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, this August House is, in my opinion, and according to His Excellency the President, is the constitutional organ of this state that represents all Malawians across the political divide. It is for this reason, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, that His Excellency the President, Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, has now directed that the fresh inquiry and investigation into the Chikangawa plane crash on 10th June 2024 be conducted by a committee to be established by this House. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, as your Minister of Justice and the experience that I've had in reviewing the reports, my only advice that I can give to this August House, that once the committee of this House has been constituted, that committee should be supported by a technical expertise in air crash investigations. I thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Chabwino taona komanso tamva zimene ayankhula a Charles Muhango kusimikiza mtundu wa Malawi kuti ino kubwera fresh inquiry ndi anthutu ayamba kunjenjemera pamene papa kuzazonalira chilungamo chenechene chidziwika fa kunazo ndafuna kukhale conclusion Kafukufuku amene anachitidwa mbuyo mu ndi akaswira ku German na BFU komanso akuti commission of inquiry imene masogozedwa ti a Justice Jabalide kunali zambiri zimene zinali mu Kafukufuku amene uja komano amasiya magapo sichatakhati kunena zija kuti amasiya magapo ambiri mafunso onena kuti amasowa mayankho chifukwa ngati kumabwera commission of inquiry kapena kuti final report imene tipereke mayankho magapo amasiyidwa aja kuti jombo ya msilikali anamene anayimasula zingwe ndani kodi ni ngozi imene inamasula jombo zimene zija kodi nanga lamba wa malemo Hasalos Chilima jeketi yawo kodi anavula ndani ni ngozi imeneja imene inavula zinthu zimene zija so nkhani yake ndi imeneyo ndepoti nkhani imeneyi ayifotokozera mu Chingerezi tibwera bwinobwino kuzafotokozera ma full details zimene ayankhula kupangira kwa anzathu ena amene sitimatsata bwinobwino Chingerezichi nkhani yaketo ndi imeneyo nkutheka mwini maganizo pa nkhani imeneyi pamene tikunena zonena kuti Charles Muhango anduna azachilungamo asemekizira ku Parliament kuti kubwera commission of inquiry Wasopano ndi cholinga choti magapo amene amasiyidwa aja pa nkhani ya inquiries anachitika mbuyomu apangidwe closed kuti ena ake afotokoze bwinobwino pa magapo amenewo kuti no zimakhala bwanji ngatali ni milandu apite akatsekeredwe ndithu ku ndende pophwanya malamulo zimenezo ndi zimene Amalawi ambiri akuyembekezera kati maganizo amenewo alipo mutoforoza comment section koma mulemekezaso maganizo anzathu sewole upanga like video imene komanso panga subscribe channel imene cha Fox Malawi News 18 ngoti nkhani zambiri zikumachitika ndi zitakufikirani mosavuta.